Hello, third and fourth grade. Welcome to reading, or in our reading class. This week we have our poetry unit. So exciting. So we are going to work today on writing our first kind of poem. On Monday, you worked on just using the different poetry devices like alliteration, similes, and all those other things. And that was very fun. And today we're actually going to start writing our first poem. And the type of poem we're going to write is called a couplet. So what you need today is you need in your packet, I'm going to cover this, there's a paper that says couplets. You need to get that out, okay? There are two examples on here. I am going to work with you to do two additional examples, and then your job is to finish with two examples of your own, okay? Pretty simple, but lots and lots of fun. So we are going to work on writing a couplet. A couplet has two lines. It rhymes, and it expresses a complete thought. So it's not like you're left wondering what's going to happen next. All right, so it's kind of like you have your two lines, your complete thought is done, okay? Couplet, can anybody see a smaller word in couplet, right? And we see the word couple. And remember, couple means two, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. Now, not all poems rhyme. We know that in the book Maybe, that was written in poetry. And a lot of that didn't rhyme at all. But that is considered poetry. But the poetry we're going to do today is going to rhyme. And we're also going to talk a little bit about that. So let's take a look at the examples that they have in the packet. And so the examples they have is the food that I like to eat usually is something sweet. Well, it looks like Christmas cookies. Yum. All right, so now I look. It has two lines. It rhymes, right? What are the rhyming words? We have eat and sweet. Now, if we look, eat and sweet, this is spelled with EA and this is spelled with EE. That's okay as long as when you say them that they rhyme. So it should have the same ending sound. Eat and eat. Sweet and eat. Okay? Let's look at the next one. Make that chili good and hot. Cook it in a big round pot. So I look, it has two rhymes, and it also expresses a complete thought. It's talking about making the chili and where to cook it, and then it also rhymes. And what are the rhyming words? Hot and pot. And again, same ending sounds. So what I'm going to do is I want you to write down these next two couplets. I'm going to give you two of them, and then your job is to make two more. So let's take a look. I'm going to write them in green just because it's fun to do a different color. And it says my couplets. So if you look at your paper, you have 8 lines, okay? So that means you have room for 4 couplets. I am going to write down 2 that you may use, and then you're going to write 2 of your own. So I think the thing is, before you write your couplet, you want to think about what do you want to write about. So when I sat down and wrote mine, I thought, well, I looked outside, it was kind of nice outside, especially this past weekend was beautiful. So I'm like, I want to write about running around outside. Okay, so what you want to do is think about it. And you can write about any subject you want. You want to write about something in your living room. You want to write about a toy. You want to write about a sibling. You want to write about the ceiling, I don't know, the floor, food, whatever you want. But I want to write about running. So you first want to figure out what it is I want to write about. So then I thought, when I went outside to run, and then I thought, well, I have to find something that's going to rhyme with run. Because remember, this is my complete thought. It's about running outside, and it has to only be 2 lines, and it has to rhyme. When I went outside to run, I played with friends and had such fun. Okay? When I went outside to run, I played with friends and had such fun. So run and fun, it has the un sound. So they both rhyme. It has two lines and expresses a complete thought. It's talking about playing outside. Okay? So that would be an example of a couplet. I'll do one more for you. So then I thought about, well, that one is about chili. Well, let me write about food. And I thought, okay, what is something I really like to eat? And I love ice cream. Love, love, love ice cream. We make our own ice cream. We have like coconut ice cream. And I love it. And so I thought, I'm going to write about that. So I said, okay, so you can write this one down too. Eating ice cream is a treat. And I thought, oof, I have to find something that's going to rhyme with treat. So then I sat and thought to myself, meat, sweet, but I was like, that would be good, but I couldn't think of anything. And then I said, eating ice cream is a treat. The flavor of it can't be beat. So, what is this one about? Eating ice cream. Expresses a complete thought. It rhymes, treat, beat, and then it has two lines, 1, 2. Okay? So that is how you write a couplet. So what I want you to do for next time is I want you to write 2 of your own couplets. Remember, best thing to do is try to think about what you want to write about first, get an idea, figure out your first line, and the way you figure out your second one is figure out what would rhyme. I am so excited to read your couplets. Have fun.